Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back. I'm so happy to finally be able to do a video. It's been far too long, but unfortunately I was studying real hard for my bar exam, which I passed. So I'm super happy and officially on holiday, so I have all the free time in the world to finally do a proper review video, which for the first time is gonna cover 2 months altogether. Cause you can bet your asses that I wanna talk about some reviews of May, cause May was mwah, chef's kiss. I think so far has been my favorite month from the beginning of the year, and so I was so sad that I wasn't having the time nor the energy to review it, because I wanted to review Accendio so bad, you have no idea. Is to this date my favorite release of 2024 so far, so I wanted to talk about it and I couldn't. I also wanted to review the whole aespa first full album because I had it on repeat for months, so I desperately needed to talk about it, but again, I literally had zero time. I also wanted in general to review May because it has been full of cool bops, but unfortunately, yeah, I had to postpone all these talks until now, thankfully. Of course, I'm not gonna talk about literally every single release since I'm covering 2 months. Otherwise, this video would probably be too long. So I'm just gonna talk about the ones that I've got a lot to say about. So if you're curious to know my thoughts about some releases that I didn't cover in here, feel free to ask me about it in the comment section. So, it's gonna be quite a ride, so grab a cold drink, hydrate yourself, cause this is just the start of a really hot summer. I'm Julia, and this is girl groups in your area. Let's go!
Watch me, don't touch me, love me, don't hurt me. Watch me, don't touch me.
Finally, my favorite release of 2024 so far. I have so much to say about it. It's for sure the release of this video that I have the more to say about. First of all, if you are new to this channel, let me just clarify that when I say favorite release, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's my favorite song of the year, of the month, or whatever. Whenever I review a release, I always take into consideration not only the song, but also the concept, the aesthetic, the choreo, the styling, etc. So there could be songs that I don't love 100%, but they have such an amazing creative direction that made me obsessed with it. Or on the contrary, I love the song, I have it on repeat, but it doesn't have a cool concept or aesthetic. And so aside from listening to it, I'm not particularly obsessed. I mean, we all know that K-pop is so much more than just music, that's what makes it fun, right? So, back to Accendio, when I first saw the concept photos Sailor Moon themed, I was completely shocked. Like, that was everything. It was so interesting and unique, and I was extra happy because I always say that the only thing that I should improve is their concepts and overall creative direction. They managed since debut to have a pretty specific vibe and sound, but they never really had a cool concept that could fit it, aside from Cupid in Love Dive and the cat concept in Baddie, maybe? But yeah, given their sophisticated, rich, pretty girl vibe, I always thought that some elaborate concept, maybe a fantasy one or a princess could have suited them so much, and apparently they listened to my prayers. So, with the IA music video, which I totally loved by the way, but I was very disappointed about the styling and about the fact that we don't see the looks from the concept photos that I mentioned before, which is very common in K-pop, unfortunately. But I said, okay, maybe there will be in the music video of Accendio, but I was pretty hopeless about it, to be honest. And instead, not only we got them in the Accendio music video, but the whole story and plot revolves about magic and about these looks, we could say. And not only we see in the MV the concept photo Sailor Moon themed, but also the other ones, which I would have never expected, especially because they were also elaborate and with great looks that I thought, okay, there's no way they were gonna see all these looks in the actual music video, but thank God I was completely wrong. So in terms of aesthetic of the music video, I probably prefer Aya. It's more aesthetic, more colorful, edited in a cool way, etc. But overall, I definitely prefer the Accendio music video and the whole concept, because like, seriously? Like, do I even need to explain myself? The story of Accendio got me on chokehold. Like, the fact that the IVE members have a sort of evil doppelganger with a magic stick that Gaul steals and makes the girls magic, and that they fight with their evil counterparts for the magic stick, and that the final round is a dance break. Like, what the actual fuck? I swear, when I was watching the MV, my jaw was completely wide open. Like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing, honestly. Like, What the fuck? Oh my god, just thinking about it makes me so excited. You have no idea. I also love that they performed with those outfits, the Exandio stages and performances instantly became my favorites ever. I also like the choreo, which is quite rare since IVE is definitely not known for their choreographies. The only choreo that I like a lot of them is Love's Dive 1, but I really like the dance moves for Exandio. I think they suit the song really well. About the song, is definitely the song that I like the most out of all the mini album. I must say that the EP was overall a bit of a disappointment for me. I generally really like IVE B-sides, but this time not really. So yeah, Axandio is the only one I really like. I love the intro, like Ray singing Dear Priest, I have a confession to make. Like, excuse me, girl? Okay, so yeah, I really like the verses. I love the pre-chorus and the post-chorus. I think this with the whole vibe of the song really well. I also really like the rap and of course the dance break. So yeah, I basically liked everything except for the watch me, don't touch me, love me, don't hurt me, which unfortunately doesn't suit at all the rest of the song in my opinion, and I don't know, it just feels jarring in a way, and it's weird because I generally like these scanty talked parts in a song, but yeah, not this time. Without that part, I would have loved Accendio much more. But what really pisses me off about this release, the only thing that really pisses me off actually, is the fact that Starship decided to drop the whole mini album together with the Heya music video and to release the Accendio music video like 2 weeks after the whole mini album was released, even though it's a title track, exactly like Eya. And then they decided to promote it for only 1 week with no stage design whatsoever, even though, again, it's a title track, exactly like Eya, and dare I say, it has a unique and well-crafted concept, and you treat it as a nice B-side? Like, what the fuck? They should have released Heya as a pre-release, promote it for, I don't know, a couple of weeks, and then release the mini album together with the Accendio music video and promote Accendio for, again, a couple of weeks, exactly like aespa did around the same time with Supernova and Armageddon, which are both a title track, but Supernova was released as a pre-release and Armageddon together with the whole album. Like, honestly, it makes zero sense to me as why they decided to release it like this instead, but it would have been okay if they would have promoted Accendio for the same time than Eya, and with some nice set design that a magic concept should fucking have, instead of a blank screen on the background and call it a day. Cause yes, I said that the Accendio stages became my favorite ones, but it would have been even better with some magic set design, especially because, again, for once you have a unique and well thought concept, why disregarding it like this? And mind you, this is not only me complaining about literally everything, no, I say this cause also, thanks to this stupid idea, Ascendio didn't get the attention that it deserved. Just look at the views of the music videos. Eya has almost 50 million of views, while Ascendio, that was released just a couple of weeks after, got 24. I mean, releasing Eya as a pre-release would have hyped everyone even more, and Ascendio would have been the cherry on top, but like this, it just doesn't feel right to me. I hope Starship learns from their mistakes and continue to improve the creative direction of IVE's releases, because this time they did overall a great job.
Supernova, Nova, can't stop, hyper, stellar.
aespa are my ult group, so I was super excited for this comeback, especially because last year literally everything that they released got me obsessed. From spicy to better things and drama, everything amplified my already solid love for the aespa girlies, even though they apparently dropped their avatar lore, which I was obsessed about. But nevertheless, my love for them grew even more. So it is with a heavy heart that I admit that I'm a bit disappointed about this whole comeback. And I'm talking about both Supernova and Armageddon. I'm gonna talk about Armageddon in a minute, but yeah, it's not that there's something that disappointed me per se, not at all. As always with aespa, the production of the song, the creative direction, the aesthetic are all on point. It's just that with Supernova and Armageddon, I feel that they went back to their roots music-wise. Like, compared to Spicy and Drama, these two title tracks are definitely more experimental and weird, and so I think that they are more similar in that sense to releases like Next Level or Savage. And I mean, it makes sense because it's the type of music that makes aespa really unique and is their signature sound, we could say. But for me personally, it's not the type of music that I listen to a lot. You could say, well, then why are you a fan of aespa? Well, it's for their futuristic and technology concept and lore, for their visuals, for their vocals, for their uniqueness, for many things, actually. But it's often that I enjoy more their B-sides than the actual title tracks, and that I like the title tracks for the music video, for the performances, etc., more than the music itself. So yeah, I happen to like Spicy and Drama more than Supernova and Armageddon music-wise, and even though I appreciate to see again the old aespa sound, it's not something that I would have on repeat. Having said that, talking about Supernova, these are as always with aespa, there are, as always with aespa, so many catchy and weird parts, from the first verses to the pre-chorus, from the body bang of Karina to the refrain with the A, and many more. So by all means, it's not that this song is not catchy or iconic. It is, as everything that aespa puts out. It's just that, yeah, I was expecting it to like it more. That's it. Moving on to the music video, it is so funny and weird and chaotic. So much is going on. Karina with vampire teeth, Winter that twirls around a lamppost, Giselle that celebrates her birthday with a broken arm and a cake that says, "That's hot," and Ning Ning that sets the house on fire by trying to light Giselle's birthday candles with her nail and then proceeds to dance with the whole house while the whole house is on fire and Giselle is there shocking angrily. I mean, that's all so iconic. I'm also obsessed with the styling, especially the looks with the hair tinsel. They are so cool and I'm so happy that they performed with those outfits. So yeah, overall, I'm not complaining. I love aespa. I'm gonna eat up literally everything they put out and I'm gonna do it gladly. Supernova and Armageddon might not be my favorite title tracks of aespa, but it doesn't matter. I love their aesthetic and vibe. They always set the bar so high and they always confirm to be my second favorite K-pop girl group after Blackpink. The same thing that I said before about Supernova applies to Armageddon too. I feel that with these double title tracks, aespa got back to their futuristic and experimental sound, that it was still present in their latest releases of course, but it was far more subtle. And exactly like Supernova, also Armageddon is not my favorite song from them, and it can be a bit difficult to digest for me. I maybe like it more than Supernova, but yeah, it still has to grow on me a bit. But as for Supernova, there are many iconic parts, like the bang chitty bang bang line, the wordplay with Armageddon, 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 etc., the oh of the chorus, the throw it back, born like a queen line, and so on. But what really stood out to me with Armageddon is definitely the music video. It's far more dark and serious than Supernova, and it's so well done. There were some editing moments that are truly amazing. It left me speechless. There were some futuristic looks that we saw also in the concept photos that got me on chokehold, and this styling, don't even make me start about this styling. From Karina with the bangs to the looks with the wet hair, spray glitter on their face and leg warmers. I have a weird obsession with leg warmers. But also the double lip piercing of Winter, the different eye contacts that Ning Ning had also in the Supernova music video, and the hip-hop look of Giselle. I mean, it's all meticulously polished to perfection. Every small detail, whether in the styling or in the music video. I think SM is really doing a great job in managing aespa, even though, again, they apparently dropped their eye lore, which still makes me so sad because I don't think they'll ever really get back to it. But regardless of that, they never cease to amaze me. Also, can we talk about this choreo? aespa's strong suit has never been their choreographies, even though lately they improved them a lot. I really liked both Spicy and Drama choreos, but the Armageddon one might be my favorite now. I love the hand move in the chorus, it's so pleasing to watch, and the girls' skills in dance have improved so much, is actually crazy. And this is linked to another thing I noticed during this era. Can we talk about how much their stage presence and overall skills have improved? I mean, I already noticed it last year, of course, especially during the award performances, but this era, together with Supernova, really confirmed it. Their dance skills are immaculate, they're always in sync, contrary to before, they have an amazing stage presence no matter the vibe or the concept, they look like they enjoy performing a lot, and that's so nice to see. I watched them in concert last September, but I would definitely see them again because I'm enjoying watching them perform so much, and I really can't wait to see what they have in store for us in the future. Also, as I said at the beginning of this video, I wanted to review the whole Armageddon album because I freaking love the B-sides. There are really few skips and I'm really obsessed with some of the songs, and also because they released music videos for some of the songs, and I'm a bit sorry about it because they released for the b-sides that I like the least, such as Licorice and Long Chat, but I mean, never mind, because I love those MVs, seeing them as superheroes fighting a mint ice cream monster in Licorice, and as scientists that try to fly a popcorn that fell off the sky in Long Chat. I mean, that was so iconic to see. I think that the MV for Live My Life was a bit unnecessary, to be honest. I mean, it was the most simple one, which makes sense given the message of the song. But yeah, I would have loved to see more unique MVs for their other B-sides, even though Live My Life is probably my favorite B-side of the whole album, or at least my second favorite. Even though it's very Disney Channel and it's different from their usual Espa sound, I really love it. My other favorite B-sides are Mine, I had it on repeat for weeks, really, Prologue, and Bahama. Like, come on, I would have loved to see Espa the Bahamas or something like that, sipping a drink on the beach while tanning for the Bahama music video. I mean, but I mean, we can't always get what we want, right?
And don't you know how sweet it tastes? How sweet it tastes. Yeah, don't you know how sweet it tastes? How sweet it tastes.
Honestly, I've been so disappointed about this release, you have no idea. Okay, first of all, I unfortunately feel that New Jeans don't really release iconic songs anymore, like they used to at the very beginning of their career, with songs like Attention, Hi Boy, Diro, and Oh My God. Ever since their mini album last summer, I've got this feeling that the production of their songs slowly gets a bit worse every time, even though they manage to always have that New Jeans flavor with those bubbly instrumental with Y2K vibes that makes you instantly know that it's a New Jeans song. But at least, even though the music disappointed me a bit, the creative direction behind them was always on point and is exactly what made me stand New Jeans. We could talk hours about Mini Jean, especially in light with all the hype controversy, but I'm definitely not gonna do it here. I just wanna underline that I might not like the woman, but in my humble opinion, she's very talented and her work is always very creative and unique, and that's what I was expecting with House Wheat. Instead, everything about it feels bland, uninteresting, basic, and a bit boring, which are not the adjectives that I thought I would have ever used but to describe a New Jeans release. The song is, again, very New Jeans. It has a cute and refreshing instrumental as always. It's catchy, but I don't feel it's very memorable, and definitely not nearly as iconic as their previous releases. But what really pissed me off about this comeback was the fact that it doesn't have a strong and unique concept. The music video feels cheap and just boring. I mean, there's nothing that really happens, nothing iconic stands out. I don't know, I just think it's their most unmemorable release ever, and considering the creativity there's always been behind the releases, I really feel super disappointed. I already reviewed Bubblegum, the pre-release, in my April review, but I definitely like this song more both in terms of music, but especially in terms of creative direction. I mean, even Bubblegum wasn't really their best work creative-wise, but still, at least there was some attempt, contrary to Bubblegum. So yeah, a real shame for me.
Woke up looking like this, so don't get under my skin. Woke up looking like this, yeah.
XG is one of my favorite girl groups. They always manage to surprise me, and I love the fact that the big success they're having allow their company to have a lot of budget and creativity into their releases. Woke Up is not my favorite XG song for sure. I think the problem is the chorus, which feels a bit underwhelming for me, but I like the fact that it's a song with basically only rap verses. I really like rap, and the XG rappers are so freaking talented. They are definitely one of the best rappers in the industry, and so to see them in a song that showcases their rap abilities 100% was so nice to see. But the thing I like the most about this release is definitely the music video. Lately, XG is gifting us with so many aesthetic music videos I lost counts. I think of Shooting Star, of TGIF, Girl Gang, and now Woke Up. For this MV, they collaborated again after Girl Gang with Cho Ji-seok, which is a Korean photographer that I personally love, and I'm so happy to see him work a lot in the K-pop industry lately. He also worked with Le Seraphim for the Anti-Fragile concept photos. His style is very unique and precise, and I think it suits XG so well. This music video was really amazing, a lot of budget and creativity was put into it, the editing was so on point, and yeah, it was overall really amazing. Again, not my favorite release from them. I'm definitely not obsessed with it like I am with other XG releases, but never mind. They ate and devoured as usual, and I cannot but upload them.
I'm a zombie 막아줘가지만 피었지 Love me, leave me 톡처럼 퍼지는 기억이
Everglow are one of my favorite K-pop girl groups. I know I'm saying this for basically every group that I'm covering in this video, but I told you that May and June were amazing for me, because basically almost all of my favorite girl groups made a comeback, so... Anyway, my relationship with Everglow is a bit complicated nevertheless, but after their comeback after 2 full years back in last August, I was so happy because I was so scared that they would have disbanded without giving us a comeback, but thank God it didn't happen, and they came back with one of my favorite songs from them being Slay. So when I read that they were having a comeback, I was super excited, you have no idea. However, for this release I feel a bit of a disappointment, unfortunately. What I always loved about Everglow was their girl crush sound that they never sacrificed, even though it's not this current trend anymore. That was Until Zombie. The song is so different from what they usually put out, which, don't get me wrong, I appreciate wanting to try different things and stepping out of their comfort zone, and it's not like Zombie is a bad song, not at all, it's just that it feels a bit underwhelming for me. The only part that I really like a lot is the post-chorus, the la-di-la-di-la-di-la. It's so catchy and melodic. I like the verses too and the bridge. I think my main problem is with the chorus. Again, it's not bad at all, it's just that it doesn't impress me and I don't love the melody of it. Another thing that puzzles me a bit is the fact that they decided to do a zombie concept in June. I mean, call me basic, but on summer I don't want to see a creepy Halloween concept. I'm not saying that everyone should release only summer-themed songs, but I don't know, something felt off and out of place. I think they should have released it on November or something like that. Anyway, I love the all blonde looks in the hospital, and even though the budget clearly wasn't very high, I think they managed to pull off the concept pretty well. The thing that makes me more happy about this comeback though is that finally my girl Onda got many lines. When I say that me and Everglow have a problematic relationship, I was referring to the fact that the line distribution always sucks. Mia and Shion always gets the majority of the lines, and girls like Onda and Iren always get crumbles, and that's so frustrating to see. So I'm really glad this time Onda got to shine like she deserves, and I hope that this is just the beginning and that in the next releases they are gonna give them lines that make her shine. I was so excited for this release because not only Blackpink are my ult group, but Lisa is my ult. I truly never worshipped and admired someone in the entertainment industry like I do with her, and I'm so happy for her that she's finally able to express herself and manage herself in autonomy after leaving YG and starting her own company. So I was definitely curious to see what she would have pulled out, and oh my god, I truly have no words. Okay, first of all, the song. Let me just say that I was so disappointed when La Lisa came out because I freaking hate that song. Here, I said it. The La Lisa love me part of the chorus, it's so bad, cringe, not melodic, I really hate it. And I'm sorry because again, I love Lisa, she's so talented. I mean, I don't even have to say it, right? So for her to release such a bad song for her solo debut was simply a crime. Thankfully, I liked Money, but not the way that I wanted to. Rockstar instead, I'm just obsessed, honestly. I have it on repeat since it was released, it's catchy, the instrumental is so freaking dope. I love her rap as always, but also her vocals. The line, Lisa can you teach me Japanese? I said hi. I'm sorry but that's just so iconic, I don't know. I can understand why people may see it as cringe, but I just love it. It's so sassy and cunty as Lisa is, and I love it. The music video is amazing, it was filmed in Thailand, her hometown, but what struck me is of course the editing effects that we see in the MV. They are so cool, especially the part where Lisa is surrounded by people in white hoodies. The transitions are crazy good in that part, and also in the bridge where she dances. The camera work there is just perfect. And don't even make me start about the styling, like there are so many great looks, from the first shot in the black outfit to the one more hip-hop with a star-shaped gem on the tooth to my favorite one, with the long black hair with bangs and the silvered outfit with the gloves. The look is truly amazing. I'm a bit sorry that the look that we see the most is the one that convinces me the least, the one with the star-shaped top and the blue hair, but I mean, never mind, I don't wanna be too whiny. Lastly, I saw a lot of people complaining about the meaningless lyrics, and I mean, I get it, okay? Lisa so far has only flexed in her songs, but I'm sure that in her next releases, she's gonna explore more concepts and styles. I kinda hope it too, cause I mean, Lisa flexes really well, and this badass I'm the best type of concept definitely sweeter, given her amazing attitude and stage presence. But yeah, it risks to be a bit too repetitive and unoriginal at some point. But yeah, super happy about this release. I'm sorry that I think it's not gonna promote it on Korean music shows. I don't exactly know why, but I'm happy to see what Lisa has in store for us, in the future.
You're gonna be my babe every time you see me 빠져 deeper deeper babe ABCD 반복해 하루보다 love gotta trust you.
Okay, so I love ABCD much more than I was expecting, because from the teasers where they spoiled the chorus, I had some small doubts, but instead the post-chorus is what hit me the most. I love it so much, it's so catchy, the in love, can't get enough is definitely my favorite part. I also like a lot the bridge and the fact that there's a dance break. I'm happy when there is a song that is rich and full of stuff and that is not 2 minutes long as the current trend is. I also love the canty pop vibes that ABCD exudes, and it's definitely not the vibe that I thought Nayeon would suit, but she definitely slayed. However, as soon as I listened to the song for the first time, I immediately thought that it should have been Jio's solo debut instead of Killing Me Good, cause it would have been perfect for her in my opinion. By all means, I don't wanna criticize Nayeon, again she's definitely killed this, but it's just that I always thought that Killing Me Good was such a bland and an interesting song compared to pop, and I'm sure that Jio's solo would have been far more successful if the song was ABCD. Also, there are some similarities in the MV and in the styling, like the look with the white top and the jeans short, but Killing Me Good MV looks more like the cheap and weaker version, if it makes sense. Anyway, ABCD is not iconic as pop in my opinion, but it's definitely more my cup of tea in terms of sound. About the MV, I love that it was filmed in New York, which is my favorite city, and I also appreciate the 2000 Britney Spears vibes that it has, like in the library scene where Nayeon has glasses, which is my favorite look from her. The choreography is amazing and super hard. I like the part where Nayeon gets lifted up by the dancers. That's probably my favorite. But yeah, it's a really cool choreo overall, and it made the stage performances even more enjoyable. It's really outrageous that SM announced this comeback like 10 days before its release, and that the photoshoot and album designs are plain and boring. Red Velvet visuals are amazing as always, and so they managed to save the concept photos, but their album designs are always so pretty and unique that I was so disappointed about this one, especially given the Midsummer concept, something that we discovered only with the MV teaser, which is crazy. Like, you have a unique and very specific concept and you don't show it in the concept photos or in the trailer? Okay. The song itself is not really my cup of tea, but I was quite expecting it. However, it's very angelic and very Red Velvet though, so I appreciate it. What stands out about this release, in my opinion, is the Midsummer concept that was portrayed really well in the music video. Again, I would have loved if they showed the concept in the concept photos instead of only in the music video, but anyway, SM sucks. The MV is really pretty and well edited, while the styling on the other hand is rather disappointing. The looks with the crown flowers are good because they fit the concept well, but the only outfits that I really liked are the red ones, but they have nothing to do with the concept. It looks like 28 Reasons of Seulgi meeting with Red Velvet. Anyway, unfortunately, Cosmic Love is not my favorite release from them, and I'm sorry because I started to stan them quite late during Birthday era because I got obsessed with Film and Rhythm and Birthday, but right after that moment, the releases have slightly disappointed me, meaning that I'm not obsessed over them like their previous releases made me do. Let's see in the future what they are gonna release. Some say that this is their disbandment song since their contract with the SM is gonna expire soon. I really hope not, since I got into them only lately, but a part of me wishes them to be free since SM is constantly doing them dirty.
Right now, baby, I don't care about the
I'm not gonna talk about Supernatural because I had to cut some songs out of this video, and honestly I don't have a lot to say about it. I don't particularly like it and nothing really stands out to me, neither the song nor the concept or the music video, even though I appreciate the futuristic / 90 vibes that the music video has. But right now instead is definitely more catchy for me. It's not their best song for sure, but I love their vocals and the vibe. It's a really calm and chill song, New Jeans style. But what I really appreciate about it is the envy and the concept. I generally love an aesthetic, colorful, trippy music video, and this one has all of this and even more. The fact that the whole concept is to wait for the person you like to text you back, which is like doing a trip full of adventures, because that feeling of waiting feels like forever, is simply so iconic. I'm obsessed. This music video is really super well done. I like the part where they do a love potion with some colorful flowers while many bunnies dance around it. I'm also very happy that we got to see them again as Powerpuff Girls, because I was obsessed with the New Jeans music video and the whole Powerpuff Girls concept, and the fact that this time the New Jeans slash Powerpuff Girls transform into some colorful bunnies, which is the name of the fandom. It's so cute. I'm overall really glad to see this much creativity and aesthetic after the utter disappointment that Auschwitz was in that regard, and I hope to see the same amount of it in their next Korean comeback as it was in their previous releases. Girls Never Die is my favorite title track of Triple S after Generation. It can definitely get a bit repetitive to always say la 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 in their songs, but it's actually interesting to see how differently Triple S incorporate it every time. And this time they made it super catchy in my opinion. It was also interesting to see all the 24 members in this song, and it was nice because I've never felt overwhelmed by the big number of members, not even during the stage performances, which on the other hand were very enjoyable. I must admit though that the creative direction wise is not my favorite release from them. I don't find the MV particularly aesthetic or the concept exceptionally unique, which instead the creative direction of Triple S was something that always impressed me in a good way, so for these reasons I'm not particularly obsessed with this release overall. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Triple S really managed to become an interesting group for me, and I always look forward to their releases, so can't wait to see what they're gonna release next. This song is very angelic and catchy, and I definitely like it more than the pre-releases. However, it's not totally my cup of tea, and after a while I grew a bit tired of it, but it's still a good song. The music video is really aesthetic and interesting, but I'm sorry they had to do all the continuous cuts, which really made it annoying to watch. The styling was amazing though, and it suits the concept super well, so it definitely made watching the stage performances even more enjoyable. I was anticipating this debut so much given the amazing performances and song that they released pre-debut. Also, I miss some good old girl crush vibe nowadays, so it's always nice to see it once in a while. Anyway, Bad Villain is what I thought Baby Monster debut would have been instead of Body Rap, honestly, both in terms of sound but also of vibe and aesthetic. The song is really cool because it's girl crush but very unique and not trivial at all. However, the chorus is a bit underwhelming for me, so the whole song doesn't hit 100% as I thought it would have done. I like a lot the outro though, the la 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 part I mean. But what stands out about this release for me are the members. They have all a great stage presence and attitude. If I had to pick a bias, it would definitely be Emma. I love that she's a professional dancer. You can clearly see that when she performs, but she also has a really interesting vocal tone, and I think she's really good as a rapper. The music video is really interesting and well done. I was happy to see that a small company like BPM Entertainment had a lot of budget for their debut. My favorite part of the MV is the last scene, where they are on stage with the white outfits, which are amazing by the way, and there's a lot of people around them waving flags with their names and symbols on it. It felt a very grandiose moment. The overall styling was amazing, very girl crush but unique at the same time. Overall, I must admit that given their pre-releases, I was expecting to like their mini album a bit more. Every song is cool, but there is always something that I wanted to be different in almost every song. But regardless, I'm really curious to see what they're gonna release in the future, because they really look like a promising group. Mona Lisa is not a memorable song at all, and I'm truly sorry about it because Sujin definitely deserves more. This song has definitely a similar sound and vibe to Agassi, while I wish she would explore more styles and sounds. The music video is pretty though, and also the styling as Agassi was. I'm happy that even though it's a small company, they seem to put effort and budget into Sujin releases, but I wish more uniqueness in the production of her songs. Actually, the verses, pre-chorus and bridge are perfectly fine. My main problem is with the chorus, the Mona Lisa, it's so annoying and bland to be honest. But regardless, Sujin is a queen, and I'm so happy that she's back in the K-pop scene that I would be happy even if she only sang the alphabet, so...
Pom pom, I'm cheering me on. Ain't nobody is rooting for me, guess at least one.
You have no idea how much I'm obsessed with this song. I think in terms of sound I would have ranked it first among the songs in this list, that's how much I like it. It is exactly my cup of tea, it's badass, it's cunty, it's girl crush, it's everything I want. I love the instrumental, it fits the vibe super well, I really like everything about it, but my favorite parts are the pre-chorus and the chorus. I love also the rock vibes that it has, especially towards the end. And can we talk about Nana's dance move when she jumps and turns marching while being on high heels? That move left me speechless, also during the stage promotions. I must admit though that I didn't understand that Blush was a pre-release, and I was indeed perplexed that they were releasing another song so soon. And I think that the general public preferred Blush though, so I don't know if it was a good idea to have two releases so different from each other for the same comeback, but I don't care. This is not a sound that WA generally does, but it definitely ate. The only thing that bugs me a bit is the fact that a few members of WA don't really fit this whole badass concept, unfortunately, and that was a bit underwhelming to see sometimes, but yeah. Overall, I enjoyed a lot watching the stage performances because it's such a cool song, and oh my god, can we talk about the styling? There were some looks that were really amazing. To be honest, this release kind of gave me Super Lady by G-Idol vibes, and I'm pretty sure that if it was a song from a more famous group, Pom Pom would have definitely been more successful. Unfortunately, Kepler's music never really convinced me. I think Week 1 did a terrible job in giving them good music and in promoting them well, and I'm very sorry about it, also because the members are really super talented, so that's a shame. I think Kepler would have suited a girl crush vibe super well, but they never had this type of music, unfortunately, at least for title track. But apparently they renewed their contracts to promote more time as Kepler, everyone except for Mashiro and Yeseo, which are gonna join Limelight, so Shooting Star, being the last OT9 release, was already a bit bittersweet, but the song itself made it even more nostalgic. I think Shooting Star is my favorite title track from Kepler so far. It's really a good song. It's not entirely my cup of tea, so I don't see myself going back to it often, but I really love that part of the pre-chorus where there is a bit of autotune. I find it super sweet and melancholic, which completely fit the overall vibe of this last comeback as 9 members. So yeah, overall I think it's the perfect last song for them in that sense, even though as always with Kepler I would have loved a more unique creative direction. Given the Shooting Star concept, they could have done so much more with the envy of using the same space instead of using the same space over and over. And overall for their latest music videos, the styling was really pretty, but it was the same styling Kepler had in the last period for every comeback, and it didn't really fit the concept and the vibe in my opinion. So yeah, there were definitely some things that could have been done better, but overall I think that is a really solid comeback and definitely one of their best title tracks so far, and it succeeded in making me feel a bit emotional about Kepler, even though I don't stand them or anything. But I remember watching Girls Planet 999 and so many things that happened since then, to the world, to me, to K-pop, to Kepler, and I don't know, that made me a bit emotional. I didn't watch the Hype's Revival show, The Dream Academy, but I didn't watch it because I think that they didn't properly release it, but they released only the performances during the episodes. I don't know. Anyway, since the teasers, I immediately knew I would have liked this song, and I was definitely right. The debut is super catchy, and it's exactly my cup of tea. I love the chorus, but also the verses. They are very cunty, and I love this type of vibe. The only thing is that the song is super short. I mean, only 2 minutes and 14 seconds doesn't sit well with me. But apparently it's not their actual debut, even though it's called debut, but it's a pre-release, so it makes a bit more sense, but still. The music video is nothing special or groundbreaking, so I really hope the hype is gonna put more money and creativity into their actual debut, cause the girls look really talented. The song almost flew under my radar, but thank God I caught up. I really like Craxi first releases cause, again, they are really my type of music, badass and loud. Their latest ones, though, were nothing special unfortunately, so I'm happy to finally like again a title track of Craxi. Stupid is probably not my favorite song of them, but at least I like it compared to their latest songs. I'm sorry cause I hope they're gonna get more recognition, but it doesn't really look like it. The thing that I don't get though is why the company decided to kick out Che. I don't think that's how you pronounce it, sorry, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't really make sense to me. It's not like they drastically decided to change the concept and she didn't fit it, because Stupids is definitely not a new sound or concept for Craxi, so I don't really get it, especially because during the stages it felt a bit empty at times. Like during the choreo there were some moments where I could see a fifth empty spot almost. Plus, not hate to the girls at all, but it's not like they are Blackpink, you know? Like, yes, they have a good stage presence by all means, but the stage feels a bit empty with only 4 members, in my opinion. Anyway, I wish Craxi the best, and I hope they're gonna be more successful in the future. Okay guys, this is all for today's video. As I said at the beginning, I didn't talk about many songs, unfortunately, especially of June, but I didn't want to make this video too long and I decided to talk only about the songs for which I had many thoughts. But please be free to write in the comment sections your favorite releases of May and June, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!